Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Everything is Fine, Nothing is Ruined podcast. I'm your host this week, Hassan, joined as always by Tristan.
Hey, that's me.
And folks, we have a special, regularly, or annually, I should say, occurring episode where we're going to give our predictions.
Yeah.
But bit of a special start. I've been spending some time practicing, getting ready.
Okay.
Doing palm reading. So Tristan, if you could
great.
just hold your palm up to the camera.
Yeah,
I'm just
there you
gonna let me just look at those
yeah.
lines and let me just look. Oh no, that can't. That's just too specific.
No, yeah. It's my palm is all fucked up. It's great.
No, that's right. You can take your palm down. You know what? We don't need to go over any of the palm reading what it says. You know, you're not interested in what your palm says about fates, right?
Is the sex line? Because that one's really long.
No. You just I'm sure you don't want to know. It's nothing important, right?
Lifeline?
You don't need
Lifeline
to
very short? Is that
anything.
what's going
on? No, it's not that. Look, do you remember the wrestler X-Pac?
I do, yeah. The 1-2-3 kid.
Yeah. You remember why he kind of stopped wrestling there for a bit?
I don't recall that one, no.
It's the way he puts it that after he took a hit in a certain way, his butthole exploded.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Passed out from the blood loss.
It was because of his the rodeo that he did. Yeah. The turnbuckle wrong. Oh no.
Yeah. So your palm lines say that's going to happen to you.
Like this year or soon or some other
point? No, this year. It doesn't say when this year, but this year.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
very specific.
Hey, it's got to happen to all of us at some point.
It really doesn't. It's extremely unusual.
I will make sure it happens to all of us at some point.
You really shouldn't. It's a crime.
If I gotta go through it, we all have to. That's what I'm gonna make law this year. That's my New Year's resolution, Hassan. Whatever happens to me happens to everybody else.
Okay, but what if you win the lottery?
Sure. Let's do it.
Well, but then money becomes not meaningless, but you'll cause hyperinflation, and so then the dollar becomes, even though you're a millionaire, you're not.
Yeah, that's fine. Fuck it up.
Okay, all right. Well,
yeah.
That's fair. Well, I believe we normally kick this off by you giving us a little bit of a recap of our last year's predictions.
We're going to predict
mine are 100%
future.
right, and you don't get anything right. So let's hear all about that.
I'm still going to stand on the hill and die on the hill that I did predict the ending of the first Star Wars sequel film. I did. I 100% did. I will not let that down. I predicted that. And I was correct.
I don't even. What was the ending of the first one?
The ending of the first film, basically, so like Rey shows up on the planet where Luke Skywalker is, and like they make eye contact, and then the movie ends. I predicted
it was kind of a bad ending.
Yeah, sure, but I predicted that Luke Skywalker is a fake prediction too. That Mark Hamill was going to show up and not say anything because he was done voice acting at that point. And I was right.
All right. Yeah, it's a good one.
Somehow, died on that hill, currently living on that hill until my butthole explodes from doing too many sick rodeos into the turnbuckle. Die on that rodeo hill. So let's talk about last year's predictions to make sure that, we got anything right. I will run through the fake ones just in case there's something there that somehow was correct. It happens, as we all know. So let's see. Last year I said there's a big focus on frogs and Hercules for movies. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
No, you're wrong.
I said The Simpsons will get rebooted into The Simpsons Before, which is a series about the golden age of The Simpsons. I'm not I'm not totally wrong, but yes, I'm wrong. James Gunn Superman will have a prolonged 10-minute scene of Superman eating a massive plate of corned beef, and we will not be permitted to look away. I could see it still happening, but no, that did not happen. Maybe in the deleted scenes. I then said Snagglepuss quits being a cartoon and focuses on his real life. It didn't happen. As far as
I haven't been watching that Jellystone cartoon. That one might be right. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Star Wars again. Not really. Hanna-Barbera recaptures Snagglepuss and forces him back to cartoon land. Probably.
Okay, could be right. I don't know.
Star Wars again, but this time also General Grievous. No. David Zaslav watches an anime. He enjoys it at a normal level. He tells no one. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to say that one's right. Although, that would mean he has joy in his heart, so I don't know. Unless it's a really joyless thing. He watched Grave of the Fireflies and laughed the entire way through.
No, he just doesn't feel anything.
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Marvel Star Wars again. That movie, yes. Move money, please. And then for your fake predictions, also Paul Blart was supposed to come back. Whatever. Your fake predictions. James Gunn is going to give Superman his tiny evil Superman and rainbow powers. Honestly, with the way that movie went, I could believe that was on the table.
Coward. He should have done it.
Yeah. Funny enough, that question did come up in an episode of Actually on Dropout TV, so...
Okay, perfect.
Pretty good. Nintendo will give the Switch 2 teledildonics as its big gimmick. I think it has inflated something else in this case.
Yeah, unfortunately no teledildonics.
Someday, son. Someday teledildonics will come to everyone's favorite console, the Switch 2. Major League Sports will add AI into the sports, like a basketball, but now it's AI generated. There's still time. They can still do it this year.
Yeah.
You said I would do a DNA test and find out I'm Elon Musk's son. I did not do a DNA test. I might still be his son. I highly doubt it. I believe my mom is older than him, which doesn't mean anything, but still.
I think it might. I'm pretty sure he only goes for younger women than him.
I believe that's correct, yes. Maybe way too young. Maybe I wonder if Elon Musk is on one of those 20 million plus files that got brought up for the Epstein files. Star Wars, not this year, you said. You were kind of correct. We did get shows. We got Andor and stuff, so...
yeah, but that's Andor season 2, so that doesn't even count.
That's fair.
Wait, was that Acolyte show? Was it 2025? I don't recall.
I don't think that came out. No, I think that's coming out this year. But even still, there were big announcements for Star Wars. They're doing a whole Mandalorian movie verse now. So,
oh,
yeah, they are.
See that. Okay,
yeah, that's a whole thing in 2025. David Zaslav will build a time machine and erase cartoons as we know them. Hey, as far as I know, cartoons still exist, baby. Give him time.
Hanging on by a thread, we'll say.
But hey, we would know if you erase cartoons. In one of his stunt videos, Mr. Beast gets someone killed. I don't think so.
He did.
No. Unless we're talking about Prime going under. Fuck that thing. That's not Mr. Beast's thing. So
yeah.
Let's talk about Logan Paul losing most of his jaw. Anyway. Spotify tends to be a social media company. Honestly, yeah. Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, yes. Correct. They are trying to do that. For actual predictions, I said last year Elon Musk buys Hasbro and thus owns D&D. God save us all. He did not. God did save us all. That TTRPGs. And then I said, Marvel releases yet another Miss Marvel book that misses the point in the character. They didn't, but they've been fucking up Mary Jane left, right, and center last year, so...
You're talking about everyone loves Jackpot.
No, Jackpot's not even the big problem here, Hassan. Jackpot is fine compared to what they've fucking done with her. Okay. You know she's Venom, right?
Oh,
she's
okay.
Venom.
We have to move.
No. Hold on. We're on this real.
No.
She's Venom, and Venom effectively back in the 90s sexually assaulted her. So
I'm aware.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, you said last year as well. Hasbro will sell off D&D to someone else. No.
They surprisingly have not yet.
They are hanging on to that real hard. It's like the one thing it's one of the things that's like making them a lot of money right now, especially because they knew Stranger Things was coming out, so they're banking on that. They did a whole Vecna release last year, so I don't know if anybody bought it, but whatever. Hasbro will finally follow through with their threat to make another Power Rangers live-action reboot. They kind of are.
Limbo. It's been in a limbo-ish hell with them for years now.
Yeah, but I believe there's more Scuttlebutt on it being released this year, I think.
Nothing would be released this year because I don't believe they've even started filming anything. Yeah. So
there's something about that they're doing this year, though.
Yes, there's Scuttlebutt that hey, the project's gonna for realsies happen soon.
We'll see. Nickelodeon will do something that sets it on a path to doom. What do you say?
No, I mean they're
okay.
Continuing to wither on the vine in a way, right?
In a way.
I mean, when was the last time Nickelodeon put out a new big cartoon? Loud House is probably the closest I can think of. That one of your had a moment, but
what's the show called? One of your winners of the Funny Awards this year was a Nickelodeon cartoon.
This year,
2025.
Wild Pack.
Wild Pack, yeah.
Yeah, that's not big though.
Yeah,
what I mean is right now they are extremely reliant on still SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, all this old stuff.
To be fair, there was the whole SpongeBob movie that came out during Christmas, which I heard did really well. So,
yeah, I'm not sure. I know people like it. I just don't know how.
Yeah. You also said Boruto will be canceled and we will all be freed. I don't think that happened, unfortunately for us. Yeah, for movies. I said James Gunn's Superman movie is not going to do very well. I was pleasantly wrong on that. Yep. And then said even more people flock to original motion pictures over corporate-driven profit margins, cash grab movies. I'm kind of right. There's more people who jumped on that stuff, but I then said Electric State is going to be good enough to kickstart Simon Stallinghogg's movie production career. Fuck no, it was that movie sucked out loud.
Yeah,
which is too bad.
I didn't even watch it.
Electric State, the art book thing that he did, that is awesome. But that movie's just missed the point entirely. And then Ballerina is going to prove there is life beyond John Wick for the franchise. I didn't even watch it, so I know it came out last year. I heard no one talk about it, so
same.
Yeah, I should watch it. The Minecraft movie is going to be so good, Asana is going to eat a live penguin while wearing a tattered and stained Superman costume while streaming on Twitch to celebrate its success. You didn't do any of that.
No, that happened. You haven't seen those videos?
No, I didn't.
The people in the theaters? Yeah, I was one of them.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice. All right, yeah. See that on Twitch?
No, it's just someone caught it on TikTok.
Oh, well, close enough. TikTok's fine.
Where the kids are.
Where kids are, yeah. Oh, right, Minecraft. Kids are watching Twitch. It's TikTok, that's right. Good point. You then said for movies, Hasbro will finally follow through with their threat to make another Power Rangers live-action movie reboot.
No, we already went over that one.
Yeah, I've added that to the movies as well. Let's see. Netflix grabbed season 2 of Pantheon. It did. It did.
Surprisingly.
Oh, thank God it did. Oh, because it could have just stayed at season 1 and nobody would have had any real satisfaction to that ever, unless they pirate the series. Severance season 2 is going to melt the perception of the working class and no one will see it. I was basically correct. Everybody talks oh, I really should watch Severance, and it sounds really good, but I don't have Apple TV, so that's too bad. Cable TV is going to do something to win back regular. Cable TV is going to do something to win back regular varied programming. especially since geriatric viewers, are dropping like flies. No. Yeah. Anime is going to continue its upward surge into even more relevant pop culture. I feel like that's basically correct.
It feels like it's maybe plateauing a little bit.
Probably plateauing, but it might maintain that plateau for a while.
I think it's not going to decrease ever. No. But
isekai shows are thinned even further. I was kind of correct. There were less isekai shows in 2025 than in previous years.
Yeah.
You then said we will see more North American live action adaptations of animes. I think we're.
Don't know.
Slated for some, I think, this year.
Yeah, I think so.
I know One Piece season 2
already last year.
Yeah, I know One Piece season 2 is out this year. So, I think I said 2025 is the year we see more 90s cartoons.
Like surprisingly,
90s,
no.
Like mature ones.
I don't think there were any ones announced.
I don't think so. Video games last year, I said Bethesda will finally admit that Starfield is a bad game. Also, Elder Scrolls 6 release date will be revealed at this year's Game Awards. Now, I will say this. Todd did sort of, kind of admit something about Starfield not being all that great.
They've acknowledged it has problems. There's supposed to be a big DLC kind of expansion coming that's supposed to hopefully address issues.
Yeah, hopefully. Then From Software does merge fully with Sony. They did not. As of October 2025, 25th, when I checked up on that story. We will somehow get another 1 or 2 more updates for Cyberpunk 2077 and Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, we actually did.
Yep.
Yeah. Minor shit, but we got them. Studios are going to copy the Helldivers 2 formula as publishers demand that sweet cash and media exposure while very much missing the point. This will make Helldivers 2 into a game genre like Hell-like or Diversvania. I was not quite correct there, but extraction shooters seem to be the thing that they're latching onto now. Seems to be.
I think they're trying.
Arc Raiders did really well, and they went like, "Oh, this is the thing now. Cool. We'll just suckle the teat of this."
It feels like Arc Raiders had a moment that lasted a little longer than one would have expected, but that it's still like no one's talking about it now.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I actually meant to jump on it when it was like hot, just to see if like what the scuttlebutt was. I keep doing that with certain genres and like especially shooters. Like I do want to play Escape from Tarkov. Like a get seriously into Escape from Tarkov because I am a sicko. So
yeah, I was about to say what's wrong with you.
Then then I said, how many more shitty class-based hero shooters will be released this year in 2025? I said 17. No, but
there were definitely some.
There were some.
There were some.
Concord being one of the big ones that we all talked about that died within a month. So
God, was that 2025?
Sure was, baby.
Okay.
Like mid 2025. We're talking like May, June. And then of course like High Guard gets announced during the Game Awards. Everybody's like, nah, we're good. Yeah. And that's the big announcement. Ooh. This is the year the Hoyoverse train begins to derail. Let me tell you something about the Hoyoverse train. It's still running strong. They made a second train.
Yeah, although admittedly, as I understand it, Zenless Zone Zero does have some issues.
Oh, I mean, I've played Triple Z, and I would say this: it's just basically the issues that I see from that in that game is that
not enough waifus.
No, it has plenty of waifus, including the ones where I could see their feet. That's the thing. Also, they did the whole thing where they removed the dissolving camera if you try to look at their skirts and their butts. I love Hoyoverse. Studio of the people. No, so I don't know Triple Z, but the only thing I've heard is that it's still kind of going strong. So maybe they're having actual problems, but I'm not sure. Zenless Zone Zero is a game that I played for a little bit and then decided it was not worth my time. Let's see. You were gonna say 2025 is the year from software starts to stumble, and it didn't. Night Rain, no, Night Rain came out and people. It wasn't like a big release, but like it's a B tier, like people like it kind of release. It still gets talked about.
Yeah,
somehow. Like I didn't think it would have any relevancy to like a year later, but like it's people are still discussing Night Rain. And it's probably because it's like it takes a lot from Elden Ring, but makes the movement better, more like a character action game, and it's just like, yeah, it's probably a better move. You then said Steam will face inquiries about its practices about gambling and microtransactions. I don't believe it did.
Really?
No. Then you said Sleeping Dogs 2. Let's go.
Apparently making a movie for some reason.
But... I heard that, yeah. I don't know. I would like to see that, but we'll see, I guess. Well, Son, that's us caught up to last year's stuff. What about this year's?
Well, for this year, Tristan, I'm predicting
this big prediction
that we're finally going to get to see Persona 6.
Okay.
Please, Sega, I'm begging you. It's been a decade. Give me a new Persona.
I don't know, man.
It's literally been a decade.
Yeah.
Persona 5 came out September of 2016.
No, but people are still into that one. It's fine.
Don't get me wrong. I love that. I love all the spin-offs. I've played them all. But I want a new Persona.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a real one first as well. Why not? Let's see. Mine are depressing. AI bullshit is gonna get worse before it gets better. Just period.
Yeah.
Look, we all know that. It's gonna be a point where people are gonna lose their jobs en masse for a little bit until it starts, the bubble starts popping, and maybe we can start coming to terms with some shit. But like, it's gonna be bad for a bit. Yeah. Hopefully stuff kind of measures out. It's hard to do a prediction episode with any sort of optimism on January 6th, 2026. So yeah, we'll just say that that's the date that we're talking about this on and move on from there.
That's fair.
What about you? Next prediction is on.
So my next prediction is, I think that, I can't remember the term for it, but Magic the Gathering has its outside Magic expansion set stuff, right?
It does,
They've done,
World of something.
Avatar, The Last Airbender. They've done, I forget if it was just Spider-Man or if it was Marvel as a whole. They've done that.
Marvel as a
but
whole.
I think their next one is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
I could see that. I can actually see that. Here's why.
Because it's very simple, Tristan.
Yeah.
There are planeswalkers. What does Sonic do? He runs. He's going to be a planes runner.
Okay, well, here's the thing. From what I know with the set, I could be totally wrong with this, but from what I know, with the big expansion sets that are like expanding out into like Lord of the Rings and Marvel stuff, and not Star Wars, they did something else.
Avatar was one of the
Avatar's one of the ones. Yeah, there were other ones too, but those expansion sets. I don't believe those have planeswalkers in them. I could be wrong.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I follow a channel that covers Magic the Gathering, but I ignore all that part of it. So I don't know.
Fair enough. Let's see. Speaking of AI, my last one. I'm actually going to be a little more optimistic and say that there's going to be some bigger, much better pushback against AI this year. Like this is the year because like I've seen a lot of people discussing these in town halls and a lot of videos of people being like, hey, don't like, why the fuck is this data center going up and eating our electricity? We don't want it here. Get the hell out of our town, get out of our state, our province, whatever the fuck. I think data centers are going to be vandalized en masse fairly soon, and a lot of arson. Predicting a lot of arson.
Yeah,
I'm hoping for a lot of arson.
I'll say minor arson just because, those things are big, and if a fire could definitely get out of control, and then that's a big problem.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I want those things damaged, but not like too badly kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh no, this town burned down because this became a raging, uncontrollable fire.
Yeah, true enough.
Well, on the AI train, I'm gonna go with so Disney announced that they are partnering with ChatGPT to allow people to make like Disney AI stuff. Yeah. It's kind of vaguely defined exactly what that means, but they have said it's to the point that there's even potential for some of the AI content people can make might even end up on Disney Plus. Ooh, you could make like a new Mickey Mouse cartoon and we could put it on there. I predict that's going to massively blow up in their face, and that, an hour into whatever official thing coming out, it's going to be like, oh, hey, people are making these videos and it's Mickey Mouse assaulting children.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or
go up on Disney Plus.
I mean, new in the news currently is how people are using Grok to produce CSAM.
Yep.
It's like, you don't think people are gonna push that with some of the Disney stuff?
They sure will. Just Ike Perlmutter just sitting there in like his big old leather chair, smoking a massive cigar, watching Mickey like fist Pluto to death. And he's like, air it. Air it.
People are gonna use the AI to make Walt himself say racist things.
Yeah, I know. How, man, it'd be sure a bad thing if Walt Disney, the founder of Disney, said a bunch of racist shit back in the day. It would be terrible. Man, glad he never did that.
Exactly.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna say, just like round off my general predictions. Matt Fraction's take on Batman is going to slowly replace the dark and brooding canon of Batman that people like know and love right now. He's kind of making Batman like more fun and interesting, and Matt Fraction is doing some smoothing work, like bringing back the old blue, gray, and yellow suit as opposed to like black, yellow, and gray, and just kind of like tempering Batman and bringing him back from being a shithead, absolute brooding Dark Knight jerk. So he's been doing a lot of work on that side, which was work kind of started by Chip Zdarsky, but I'm glad he's continuing on with it. So yeah, I think that's going to start becoming more normalized, especially because with James Gunn announcing, Brave and the Bold as a movie that's coming out, which is going to have a different Batman from the Robert Pattinson one.
I don't think I realized that was a thing. That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's be Superman, Corin Swen Superman, and then whatever Batman he's going to slap in there, which could be anybody. So it may be Robert Pattinson, but we don't know. But it's going to be different from the I can't remember the guy's name, the Matt Smith or whatever it is, the guy who directed the last Batman movie.
Matt Reeves.
Reeves, thank you. And he's directing the next one too. Great movie. I really like that Batman movie. But it's a pretty dark movie.
Yes.
Does get a lot of rape of Batman, but still, like, yeah. What's your next one?
Okay, so my next prediction is that you, Tristan, are going to win your death match against the Fae King's chosen champion.
I will win death match. Sweet. That's good. I mean, I'm happy to hear that. Because, like, you know, I don't like losing death matches. I'm not sure if you know it about me, but I'm when it comes to death matches, I hate losing them. I'm a very sore loser.
Sure, you're gonna win that one, buddy. Even though you're fighting by sword, and his chosen champion apparently has been training by the blade since before humans could walk. But you know, you'll win it. Don't worry.
I got about an hour of HEMA.
Great, yeah.
That's all you need.
You got this.
Good. Yeah. Cool. Do I know the name of the Fae King's champion?
No. Well, I mean, maybe he said it. I don't remember. He just said. I wrote it down because it was so unusual. Just that you will battle by blade on the first crescent moon of the spring.
Okay, Battleman. Okay, well. Now, here's a question. It must it be a blade?
Yeah.
Or could it be a Beyblade?
Look, if you want to try and win a fight with Beyblade, you go for it, but
those things hurt, man. Those things hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. I don't think you'll win against a sword with one.
Yeah. Well,
the blade is mightier than the Beyblade, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. You know what? I'm willing to test it. Since you're predicting I'm going to win, and like you're never wrong, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm going in Beyblade. Fuck this guy. Well, since we're talking about fun predictions, you know what? I'm gonna slap you with a few of mine. Okay. My prediction is the One Piece studio heads are going to backtrack on their pausing of the series because they realized they had forgot to put the cheeky little wink and nod in their announcement that they're going to go on hiatus after the 26-year, long run.
Technically, it's not hiatus. They're just changing it from like continuous uninterrupted releases to more of a seasonal approach.
Yes, exactly. But they forgot to give us the cheeky little wink and nod. They, they're going to backtrack that. That's my prediction.
God. Well, speaking of One Piece, I have a One Piece prediction, which is and this is like, I'll say 5% chance of this happening, but I'm still going to make this prediction. I actually think we might find out what the One Piece is this year. Because story-wise, we're at a point where unless they really want to tarnish and degrade the experience in writing, One Piece has to be in its final stages, because basically the power of character they're fighting, right? They have now taken on these characters called the Emperors of the Sea. They're fighting the admirals of the military and some other sort of extremely powerful characters. It now can't take another step and go, oh, we've gone like Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4. They're now it's like, well, there can't be a Super Saiyan 5, because if there's a Super Saiyan 5, it kind of invalidates the entire way that this world has been set up and sort of
I get you.
The level of power that has been established otherwise.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying Gear 5 is like the last of it? Like that's the highest you can get?
I think they still might technically do a Gear 6 for like
6?
the final, very final enemy kind of thing. Yeah. I don't think that's impossible. But I just mean in general, the level, like there can't all of a sudden be a new set of characters of like, oh, well, actually, there's this group above the Navy's admirals who are even more powerful, because that's like, well, then why haven't they used those people before? Why weren't those people coming around and just like stopping the emperors? Why weren't they to stop the first pirate king, etc.? So we're kind of in that stage. I don't actually know if they'll reveal it this year, but I also wouldn't be shocked if they did, which is why I think we could actually see it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, my next prediction is going to be our boy, you know, you love him, David Zaslav. You know, after he oversees the WB Discovery buyout, he's going to realize something. It was never about the money for him, son. No.
It definitely was about the money.
No.
A man understands.
No, it's not true. It was about the friends he made along the way.
David Zaslav seems like the type that doesn't have real friends or connections with people.
Yeah, but this is about the friends he's made ruining Warner Brothers.
Is it Benjamin Franklin because he just cares about hundreds? I don't.
I mean, it might be Benjamin Franklin. Maybe he brought Benjamin Franklin back from the dead, and he's now best friends with Betty Franks.
I could see that.
Yeah. But he's gonna realize once the buyout's done, he has no more control over Warner Brothers. He's gonna realize that he misses his friends there. That's it.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that one.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. What's your next one?
Okay, so my next one is that so this year.
Yep.
30th anniversary of Pokemon.
Okay.
Originally came out 1996 in Japan.
Yep.
The Pokemon Company is going to pull a Jurassic Park. They're going to create actual real life Pokemon, but then it's going to go horribly awry and a bunch of people die as a result.
I could have fucking told you that.
Yeah.
But yes. Here's the reason why. Now, Hassan, Pokemon are
pocket monsters.
No, well, yes, but Pokemon, as you repeatedly have said, are our friends, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing: they're not your friends. Pokemon are wild animals. Some domesticated, sure, via Pokeball, but typically, even with like your Pikachus, Ash probably died during the first electric shock, and the whole of that series is his like purgatory. Why do you think he's never won a Pokemon battle until like tournament, I should say, until like the last one, you know?
I don't know what you're talking about, just because there's canonically some Pokemon that have killed thousands of people.
Yeah. Just saying, Pokemon are dangerous, bro. They can shoot fire. Do you ever imagine getting punched in the face by a Machamp? Imagine that. That's like 8 feet tall.
I'd never had a Machamp. I don't care for them.
It doesn't matter. What if that punched you in the face? Think about that.
I'd sue the owner.
I don't think you'd be alive to sue the owner. No offense to you. I'm not saying you couldn't take a normal punch. I'm not talking about a normal punch, though. There's an animated short of Bee training her fighting Pokemon from the...
Yeah.
Yeah. And she takes a punch from a Machamp, and it breaks her arm.
It's not broken. It's just very sore.
Sure. Just saying. Anyway, Jurassic Park Pokemon is definitely a possibility if that ever happens. Yeah. All right. For me, I'm saying this year, Disney is gonna do a live action remake of a movie that has not been made yet.
I could see that. I could literally see them having some animated film that they just didn't see. Oh, we had an idea, it didn't quite go there, and then instead they just turned into live action. I would not be shocked.
Very possible, yes. Very, very possible. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. But yeah, I think it could happen. However, this is a joke prediction, but I think it very well could be happen. It could happen. What's your next prediction, Hassan?
So my next one, I'll leave it up to the audience to decide whether they think this is a joke one or not.
Okay.
Fuck. I think somebody is going to try and make the real life version of the hologram system they had in the Yu-Gi-Oh! I think just anime. I don't think the manga had it. But you put the card down on the thing, and then you're on opposite ends of this sort of stadium arena thing, and then a hologram of the monster is in the middle, and they'll fight it out. I think we're at the point somebody might actually try and do that, and maybe that's a joke, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Hologram tech is pretty good these days. You could do that in VR. But
you play your card and you say it's going to stab the moon.
Cool. All right, yeah. Can I play the giant the Godzilla with a drill dick?
No, that's Zork, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
ZORC, I think. No, you cannot play that card.
Okay, fine. Why not? Is it like banned in tournaments or?
I don't think it was ever actually a real card. I could be wrong, but I think that's just an anime villain only.
What if I made my own?
Well,
yeah. This year, I'm gonna say, in light of the Annie Austin video, where he counted all the trees in Skyrim through tree census. And so did a bunch of other people. Todd Howard was one of them. I'm going to say Todd Howard, who said there's going to be more trees in Elder Scrolls 6, is going to wake up in February, realizing he lied like a piece of shit about there being trees at all in Elder Scrolls 6, and begins to frantically create trees out of cardboard before the game's trailer and paste them in the trailer.
I prefer if it's like an Ireland situation and they just don't have trees for reasons we're not going to talk about.
Oh, I see.
We don't want to blame people's ancestors, right? There's no reason to place blame on any particular group of people. It's just Ireland doesn't have trees these days.
Yeah, that's too bad. Poor Ireland. So why don't they have trees on? Want to explain that one to the audience?
It's stuff happened. Again, no one's ancestors on this podcast could bear any blame.
No, not at all. Oh,
no.
Okay, that's good, because my ancestors, who are Irish, would be very mad at the people who did that to their trees. To the ancestors of those people. So, yeah.
Something Cyrodiil. I don't know. I'll be honest. I forget the regions in.
I can't remember, to be honest.
The Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, it's just Cyrodiil, dagger something. Skyrim, and then Fumble Stink. There we go. Those are the regions.
Sounds right.
Yep. What's your next prediction, Hassan?
This one, maybe a contentious one. I'm going to predict that Avengers Doomsday struggles to reach the $1 billion ticket sales, whatever you want, revenue, whatever you want to call it, and my outside chance doesn't even cross that, fails to even hit 1 billion.
Ooh, I like this prediction. See, here's the thing. I agree with that. I think that's going to be the thing. I think that is a very real possibility here.
Yeah, and to be clear, if this movie, did 920 million, it's not like it's a failure. That's still a boatload of money. In talking to people who like MCU stuff still, people who are not typically into more nerdy stuff or into comic books, anything like that, but like the MCU, I would say about half of them are excited for this one because, oh my God, they're bringing back Robert Downey. Oh my God, the X-Men there. And the other half are just kind of like, maybe I'll see it. I'm just not really sure. I'm kind of checked out at this point. So I think it's going to struggle.
I think so too. Because like they're apparently in like phase 6 of Marvel stuff, and that's news to a lot of people because like what happened to phase 5? People thought they were still in phase 4. Also though, I think putting these out in like phases like this is just a bad idea. Just make movies. Don't plot literally everything, Thing is shit like this, like, oh well, if Doomsday does terribly, where do you go from that, right? Yeah. That's too bad. I'm saying
it's yours.
Yeah. I'm saying that speaking of movies, I think that Supergirl will be the last time James Gunn can make the snarky superhero movie and have it be like a beloved thing. Like that, like the last time, like this last big time for him, Because he's done this a lot. It's worked for him, but it's starting to get a little bit old, just a tiny bit. Especially because
that's fair.
Yeah, especially because he does it's got a crazy soundtrack that everybody loves. It's got fun jokes, weird characters, all this stuff, and it's like, well, is Supergirl just going to be Guardians of the Galaxy again? It's kind of looking that way, right? Ugh. Yeah, but I mean, it's Supergirl. It's different. It's got a different character. She'll be doing Kandor stuff, it seems. So it looks like to me. So maybe it'll be still probably worth watching. And I mean, people had fun with the side characters in Superman, Mr. Terrific is fucking awesome in that movie. Maybe he still kind of has it. Same time, though, I think it's getting to be a bit old. Just a little bit.
I'm with you.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Well, speaking of movies, I predict they announced the new James Bond.
Yeah.
And it is not a white guy.
Ooh.
I'm not going to predict who or what that means, right? Is it going to be someone of color? Will it instead be a lady? I don't know. But I think they're going to want to shake it up and do something different. And I'm sure the internet will totally react to that in a normal way.
Yeah. Very positively. Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. Man, I'm just waiting for James Bond to fucking be announced. Because I watched all those movies, and I want to watch more of them because James Bond movies, even when they're bad, are still fun. At least in the Roger Moore area.
See what an Amazon version of that is.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot Amazon bought it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm back out. I'm good. Actually,
there's no escaping now, Tristan. You're way too deep.
Yeah, that's true. My next prediction for movies is going to be that the Street Fighter movie will be so good that Hassan will be forced to take on Randy Orton at SummerSlam in a bra and panties match. Let's do it. Let's go.
No. That maybe my butthole will explode in that case.
RKO
I can't be a wrestler.
RKO on your butthole.
Oh no!
Right in the butthole. In your bra and panties.
That movie doesn't look good.
Doesn't know. I agree with that. So you better hope it doesn't. It's not good. Maybe it'll be great, but the trailers look terrible. It's a possibility. But yeah, you better hope it sucks. Otherwise, Randy Orton's coming for you. Yeah. What's your next thing?
Well, I don't know how to segue this. Speaking of Goofy, I don't know. I'm going to predict that either Matt and Trey leave South Park or South Park is completely canceled. Just because of the whole. So Paramount. I don't know if Paramount outright owns South Park. I'm not sure how that sort of ownership structure works, but they definitely have the deals to distribute and stream it and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Which Paramount now owned by Larry Ellison, effectively the Oracle guy who's all buddy with Trump, who wants to be one of the people who buy Warner Bros. So I just think South Park is gonna make one wrong joke and all of a sudden it's okay, yeah, my buddy Donald, I'll just cancel that.
Yep, get rid of him. Fuck him.
Or they'll try and push back so strong and be like, no, we won't let you air this. Larry says it's a bad joke, and Matt and Trey are like, all right, well, we're just leaving then. Screw this. Like, we can't make the jokes we want. So I don't.
Yeah. To add to that, I feel like if they do that and they're forced to not air that episode, they might find a way to slap that up as a pirated thing as soon as possible. I have a distinct feeling that Matt Stone and Trey Parker have like a pirated version of each episode ready to go to leak.
Yeah, hard to say because at this point, there's probably they probably have their own personal lawyers enough that their lawyers
they do
no like you could legit face jail time for this or something crazy. Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't. That's fair. I don't know them well enough to know if they would care about that or not. But like, yeah. That's a good point. It might just be like a fine they would have to pay or something, but we'll see.
Who knows?
I think you're right, though. I think that we're going to see some shit happen with South Park because their dear leader is getting mad at them.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of TV and animation predictions, I think that, hey, we're going to solve the overworked animator problem through unionization. This is going to be probably a big year for it because... similarly with Ubisoft Halifax specifically, unionizing last year, I think that's going to light some fires. With that said, it's going to be a blitzkrieg because if they don't unionize ASAP and they try and do it through the normal means, they might. I feel like studios will try and find a faster way to fire them and use AI instead.
Yeah, I could see 26 being the year that for a lot of animators it's sort of a nothing to lose, so union time.
Yeah, let's fuck it up. Which,
hey, what are you going to do? Fire me? You're probably going to try and fire me anyway, so I might as well have a union protecting me.
Yep, true enough. I mean, technically speaking, most animators are contract based, so I mean, like, they, for all intents and purposes, get fired at the end of the contract. They're kind of used to it at this point, so. Yeah, it's a bit different. It's contract work. It's not like they're getting fired, but still, you get released from the contract, you go on EI for a bit, and then get picked back up for whatever new thing comes out if the studio likes you. And seasoned animators, I assume, are very used to this slip and slide. Still want to keep their jobs, though. I gotta say that. What's your next thing?
So my next prediction is that with the sales of Warner Brothers, regardless of who gets them, whether it's Paramount or Netflix, both have essentially made it clear that they sort of only care about the big ticket items, and that even though Warner Brothers has some fairly large and extremely profitable games.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat, obviously, but that Hogwarts Legacy game made over $1 billion.
Sure did.
And continues to be one of the best sellers. I believe it was on Steam's best-selling games of the year for 2025, despite coming out in 2023, I think.
Yeah.
But along those lines, I think that also means whoever buys them, they don't actually care about the comic part of Warner Brothers. And I think that whoever gets that is going to try and do some weird spin-off thing with the comics where they're like, oh, well, we'll still keep ownership of the IPs, but this new separate entity takes care of actually making the comics of it.
Yeah, I see that.
It kind of ends up destroying DC as a result.
Now, I'm not 100% sure how deep in DC is with Warner Brothers. Because I know Warner Brothers has the movie rights and that kind of stuff, and they've been close-knit for a long, long time. I'm not sure which entity totally 100% owns those characters.
What I'm saying is, what I think happens is whoever gets Warner Brothers as a whole, that they also would get ownership of all the DC stuff.
Yeah, of course.
I think what they're going to do is say, okay, we're gonna own all the IP stuff. We're gonna basically, I don't know if it would be like they would spin off DC as it's probably what they would do is they would like sell off DC Comics as a thing, which is just, oh, you have the distribution and like the licensing rights to make comics based off of our characters, but you're off as like your own weird thing now.
You know, okay. Oh shit, I'm adding a prediction.
Okay, let's hear yours.
I'm at this is fresh off the dome. It's because of that. Marvel is gonna buy DC if that happens. I can see them trying to make a play for it.
Yeah. Normally I would say, well, there's literally no way, the FTC or that should be allowed, but in this current government, that I could totally see them going, yeah, whatever, go for it, buy it. I don't care.
That's definitely, I think, on the table as far as predictions go. Oh,
yeah, I can see it.
Yep. What's your next prediction? I guess unless you know what, you tag me anyway. Yeah.
What?
Go on. What do you think?
I'm gonna predict that they announce, and talking about them a lot right now. It would be Paramount. I think a new Star Trek movies, plural, get announced. And I'm going to make a wild guess, which is I think they're going to announce Paul W.S. Anderson to be the director for at least two of them. Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, right? It's like, oh, we want to do a cool new action-y Star Trek thing again. Yeah, we had JJ. Who can we get? Oh, Paul W.S. Anderson. He knows how to do action. Sure. He did all those Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
I think Underworld
as well. Yeah.
That bad Monster Hunter movie.
Yes, he did. But all of his movies did make a lot of money. I mean, there's a reason why there's 6 Resident Evil movies or 7. Can't remember what it is now. Too many. Yeah, I think that's quite possible. I think you're right. Well, in a that one got me for some reason. Speaking of, I'm sure I segue this. Not sure I segue this. My next prediction is the Scrubs and the Malcolm in the Middle renewals bomb horribly.
I can see that.
Yeah. Just like, look, here's the thing. Scrubs is really good. It was really good until the very last couple seasons, and Malcolm in the Middle is it went down for 3 seasons, 5 seasons, something like that max, which is fine. You don't need to last for a long time, but that show, I can't see there being much more meat to that show after what they've done to it, and we've long since forgotten about Malcolm in the Middle. The last episode I can remember of Malcolm in the Middle is that he was on a magician stage during a birthday party and remembered everybody's credit card number and started spreading them out. That was
the very first episode.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a weird. Yeah, he's just trying to showcase his cool freaky friends who are mathletes and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. All I know is that, as TLC said, I don't want no scrub.
That's totally fair. I think Scrubs is pretty good, but pretty good is not great. So, what is your next prediction?
My next prediction is that this is the year where people finally stop and potentially even turn on Steam and Valve. For years now, Lord Gaben, I only want to use Valve. I don't want other third-party game launchers, even though that's what Steam is. But I've noticed last 3 to 4 months, relatively recently, there's been this growing groundswell of people kind of pushing back on this praise of Steam, and people finally acknowledging hey, them having this monopoly isn't good. Hey, them allowing children to gamble with CSGO skins and all that's not good. Hey, Valve is a multi-billionaire, Gabe is a multi-billionaire. He is not your friend. Stop praising him. He didn't get that way because, he's a nice guy and he's doing good stuff all the time. This is a company that does bad things. And I think, especially once the price gets announced for whatever they're calling their new console-like devices, and people see, actually, the price on those kind of
those chunks.
Hey, this is as or more expensive than an actual console. Hey, Gabe, you're supposed to be our friend. Why are you cutting us a deal? I think people finally realize, no, actually, this company is just as
I mean, they're a company, not corrupt, but they don't care.
They're capitalist, right? They're not evil, but they're capitalists. They're out to make money, and they're not your friend. And I think this is the year that finally clicks for a lot of people.
I will say this, that I agree that Gabe Newell knows video games better than most of these other CEOs of these kinds of companies, because he does play them, and I appreciate that as somebody who likes video games. However, yes, exactly, he's not he's still a CEO of a rich, monopolized company at this point. I mean, there are other options, but man, are those options not as good as Steam. So I think at some point we're gonna have to realize that, hey, it's very, very bad that we all trust Steam as much as we do. Period. I think you're right. Speaking of video games, I'm gonna say that Nintendo is going to be in for a bit of a reality check. as fewer and fewer people will buy the Switch 2 and even fewer buy the games at the crazy prices that they are requesting?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd call it a reality check because I think Nintendo is, unlike say other companies, I think they're fully aware of what they're doing with the pricing.
They are. Yep.
I think it's just going to end up being even worse than anybody can predict with how this year will go.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think it's going to be a rough year for them. I just don't know if I would call it a reality check because I feel like Nintendo's actually aware. They just don't care.
Yeah, well,
because they are capitalists.
Yeah, the reality check is that they should care.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
So I only have two more.
I got a few more.
We should start wrapping up. So I'll just fire them both off. So first one, and I am serious about this one. So I assume, everybody has seen those videos that have been coming out, in particular out of China, where it's like, oh, look at these two robots and, oh, they can put them in a ring and fight. And it's not very good, but it is kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
I think the WWE is going to try and take those and have some special, like, robot match.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's an all robot match, if it's a robot versus person match or what, but I definitely think that's going to happen. And then my last prediction is I think Discord is going to try and turn into a social media platform of some kind. They're going to try and like give you, oh, this is your profile page and you can post stuff so your friends can see and interact and know what you're up to. Because currently it's got, you can control so that it shows like what game you're playing or what song you're listening to or whatever. I think they're going to take that a step further and have it be like, oh, Hassan, you can post like a global status kind of thing. Like I don't want to call it Facebook, but kind of like that of, you could just have some dumb status that carries across channels and servers and what have you.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. I agree with that, to be honest. That's very possible.
So those are all my predictions. Let's hear the rest of yours.
I got a few more before I do all of my fake predictions. I've done a couple already, but yeah. I got a couple more real ones before I do the fake ones. We're going to end this with the video game real ones. There's just two of them. I'm going to say extraction shooters are going to be the next big money grab this year. I'm kind of seeing the signs. Maybe it won't happen, but like it seems like there's some eyeballs on that genre. Because like Fortnite and PUBG and games like that, while they're battle royales, that's the original framework that extraction shooters are taking from and just kind of adding a different element of escaping the map as opposed to surviving the map. So I'm wondering if that's going to be where the next big thing goes. I'm seeing some signs. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
And finally, for the real predictions anyway, because I want to keep this in a positive light, I think GTA 6 does release this year.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if it doesn't.
Me too. Yeah. So that's all there is for my real predictions.
Okay.
My fake ass predictions. Let's go.
Okay.
I already gave you one with the One Piece one, the David Zaslav thing, and the Disney live action remake, and Todd Howard. So after Netflix acquires Warner Brothers and Discovery, emphasis on the Discovery part, they can finally create the movie we've all been clamoring for.
I don't know.
David Attenborough presents Batman.
I don't know about a movie, but like a 30-minute short, I'd watch that.
It'll be 4 hours long. This year is also the like with Disney doing a live action remake of a movie that doesn't exist yet. I think Disney's gonna do an animated remake of a live action remake, which is
I could 100% see that. Yeah,
which is just gonna be Moana again. I imagine.
Yes, I could.
Just to really fuck with us. Like, yeah, you know what? We reanimated this movie based off the live action points that we went with here. You're welcome. Second to last, I'm saying that, hey, you know what's coming back this year, son? We're bringing everything back. We might as well bring back something that could be...
Hip clips?
No, that'd be pretty cool. But what I think is going to come back this year is Doug.
I could see that.
And it's going to be Riverdale as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So live action?
No.
Or cartoon, but Riverdale. Okay.
Riverdale.
All right. Because I wouldn't want live action Skeeter. That'd be terrifying to look at.
No, Skeeter's the only one who is live action.
Oh.
In the animated show.
Oh, blue skin and weird hair.
Yeah. Oh. Patty Mayonnaise is part of a death cult. Roger is going to be like, Roger's going to be secretly gay, but then like there's going to be something that's going to happen that's going to turn him not gay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it checks out.
Yeah, Doug's sister is like, she's actually got like psychic powers, and she's been mind controlling the entire family except for Doug the entire time. She can't crack him because his banjo skills.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He played banjo.
Yeah. And finally, Hassan, finally, I'm saying this. John Wick is back, baby, and he's horny.
No, Keanu's too old. Just let him rest.
Oh, he's horny now. It's fine. Everyone loves horny John Wick. It's you know, he makes a lot of headshots already. You might as well, you know.
Yeah. And on that note, why don't you tell the people where to find us?
Kills that guy with the pencil. It's a whole, but then like, yeah.
Hope you're proud of yourself.
I am. You should go to our Blue Sky, which is at EIF&AR. Go there and just, if you want to see John Wick come back but horny, let us know. I will try and make that happen as much as I possibly can. I am starting a petition right now on change.org, which always gets viewed by the higher ups, and people really notice that shit. You should also go to our iTunes, our Spotify page, you know, follow us and just listen to the show. Go to our YouTube page and like and subscribe. Share us with your friends. The greatest gift this year can be given on January 7th when this episode comes out, which accurate. And you can give them the gift of our show to them and go, here you go, friend. Enjoy this podcast episode about these two guys predicting the future of 2026. And your friend, David Zaslav, will cry a single tear and then not listen because, you know, reasons. You should also go to our friends. It was djdane.com. Let's go to Desert Music. djdane.com. Listen to his great tunes. And just if you would, just buy him out as well. I'm just saying, like, look, here's the thing. It's about time that someone bought him out and you know, gave the profits all to some like mega conglomerates. It just makes sense these days. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, you know, I can't blame anybody for getting their money in our capitalist hellscape. It's kind of all you can do.
Yeah, get in, get out, basically.
Yeah.
I am suggesting that they basically own him, but you know.
You know.
Not his music, just him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I think slavery's coming back. Anyway. That's it for... It already kind of has come back. Let's be perfectly honest.
It never went away, buddy. That's the secret.
It's true.
It's always been there.
It's true. Anyway, that's it for our show. Tune in next time for the Egyptians episode of Everything's Fine is Ruined. See ya.
See ya.
Say it. You are correct. You win.